Okay, right. So session 38. Last session I don't remember what you did.
Harvey.
Yeah, you tried to get to the bottom of the fire situation. Um and you tried to go back to the scene of the crime, talk to some guards, and then you stalked the Star reporter back to their home. Well, they invited you to their home, technically, and then had a conversation with them where you learned a few things about various players in the arson cases, specifically linking to a few families, the Duvers and the Bethards. During this conversation, some things were revealed. Harvey was very upset and left. Wraith went and comforted him. And then I think, left off with you having secured a caravan to travel to Alanil with, and it's 10 o'clock on the sender, so the Saturday, and you've got until 2 p.m. when the caravan leaves to just wrap up any stuff you want to do. So April's going to join us, by the way, at 8 o'clock. That's why she's not here. So we've got a little bit of time, both in world and in campaign, to do some little bits, some shopping in a sec. But I know that Alanis obviously is here with us now, and so we can retcon, pretend she's been held the whole time. I know that Harvey wants to chat to her.
Yeah. He was just gonna, like, if we're on our way to shops and stuff, kind of get her attention, grab her arm, and ask, can I talk to you? In private. You guys can go ahead. We'll catch up.
Okay. Excellent. Few errands to run anyway. And I did run by you, Tokki.
Okay.
Come on, brother.
But he will, I don't know, try and find somewhere quiet. I don't know if there's like a quieter street or if it's going to be quieter near the water. But he looks terrified because I'm terrified. And he says, I wanted to talk to you about last night.
Okay.
Okay. I know that I left pretty quickly, and the Wraith came and found me, and I didn't say a lot after that. There's not an easy way to say this because I should have said it a very long time ago. But the family that Takarmi was telling us about last night, that it's my family. I'm one of the occulty boys that's missing. My name's not Harvey, and I'm not from Caldetta.
What is your name?
My name is Luca Colti.
And would you have bothered telling me if it hadn't come up?
I've thought about telling you for a couple of weeks, and I know that that's still not. I should have told you when we were in Caldetta together the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But
And then you could have told me when Wraith did her little reveal, and I was like, oh, does anyone else have anything they want to get off her chest? And you were like, no, not me. I'm just Harvey, an orphan
I know.
from Caldetta.
Yes. Yeah. I was going to, after everything came out about Wraith and Wrath, there have been a lot of times when I've nearly told you, and
Oh, great.
I've been too afraid to say anything every time, so I haven't. And I know that that's not fair on you, and that I should have said something. I'm sorry I lied to you.
Key moment to join me.
Can I at least ask what I did that made you not trust me so much, even though I've told you everything?
It's not um it wasn't you. It's not it wasn't about you. It wasn't me not trusting you. It
Cool.
I made the decision when I left home that no matter what, I wasn't going to tell anyone anything. And I've been traveling for 2 years, and you were the only person that I wanted to tell.
Hmm. Why did you leave in the first place? Were you at the fire?
Uh, I my brothers woke me up when the fire started, and they told me to run, and they told me that they would come and find me, and they didn't. And I don't know what happened to them. And I didn't know what had started the fire. And then I heard about the arson, and I heard that my father was dead. And I got it into my head that maybe they'd done it. And I didn't want to go back and get caught or implicate them. So I just ran.
At what point did you come up with the whole backstory?
Uh After I left the mainland, when I first started traveling through the islands, so a couple of weeks maybe.
I've been saving money for you, but I don't know if I mentioned it. But like every job I got, anytime I could find any coin for months, haven't saved up much because I don't earn very much. But I thought you really needed it. Is that a lie as well?
I, that no, that's what I have been saving money for. That's not a lie, but I can't ask you to do
No, you
anything
didn't.
for me.
You didn't have to ask me to do it for you, Harvey, because I thought that we were friends. And I was doing something nice for my friend. Because you don't have to ask your friends to do things for you. Because I've been traveling on my own for 3 years, and it was the first time I'd met someone who I thought got it. But you don't get it, apparently. Because you don't trust me.
I do trust
Anyway,
you.
here's the
Alanis.
gold. You give him 30 gold pieces.
He will not take 30 gold pieces.
Then she will leave it on the floor in front of his feet. And
God.
she will walk away.
Oh, that went so good. I suppose he will pick up the 30 gold pieces. So, the 300 pounds that my friend who hates me has left at my feet. And put it in my bag for safekeeping. And go for a wander. I'm not gonna go find the others straight away.
Yeah. That's very fair, Alanis. Where do you walk off? Do you to go to rejoin the others, or you also need a second?
I think she needs a second. She's gonna go just walk through the canals for a bit.
Yeah.
And think about the good time she had with her friend when they lived here.
Exactly a year ago. Yeah. Very good.
Well done. I'm so afraid of you, Izzy. In the most
I really
loving.
thought it was gonna be in public, and I had all these things, and I was gonna pull other people in. So
And I was just like,
Later.
I got more.
You can work on the thing. Grace would know.
Pulling in people off the street, like, you can get involved in this. This bitch. I'm just like, oh god.
you should know this too.
Yeah.
Oh
And I've
dear.
still gotta tell Tokki and Wrath. What a hoot.
What a
I mean,
hoot.
technically, you still need to talk to Wraith as well.
Technically,
We've
I still need
introduced
to go to
ourselves,
Wraith.
and that's about as far as we got.
Information. It's gonna go so good. Don't worry, he's full of confidence now.
Oh yeah.
You know, go well.
Harvey's gonna be silent for like a week.
Yeah, not a word.
Mm, there we go then.
Bravo.
I feel like my heart is racing and I was not part of
My
it.
hands shaking. Because I knew that no matter what came out of Izzy's mouth, there was absolutely nothing I had to counter it.
You know where you join, like, you see those FaceTime memes where you join a call and you've completely misjudged the mood? That was me when I joined. Fuck.
Or like April said, April, save yourself, you come with us.
It's like, oh god, we're gonna get one of those sound snippets. It's all gonna.
Yeah, like, wow.
Well, I had to mute myself.
uh,
What the fuck happened in the first 13 minutes? I was 13 minutes late! How could it go this
We just got straight into it.
when
Straight into
we're on
it.
time crunch, baby.
Oh my god.
We've got 10 sessions. Cool. So yeah, we'll leave you to, you know, transition to the rest of the party off doing your merry little shopping. So we won't like role play the shopping and everything, but and I'll throw it out to Eleanor and Izzy as well. Like if there is anything you want specifically, please throw it my way. Wraith, as inspiration, do you want to tell the party what you have purchased? Don't have to if it's a
Oh,
secret, but it's
yeah.
not secretive, I suppose.
No, of course I can. Wraith has purchased, like, she goes off with Wrath and Tokki, and she's a woman on a mission. She has supplies to get.
She's
It's
got a
almost
list.
scary. Yep. So she buys 2 very nice blankets, some candles, in sort of various shades of cream, I would imagine.
Mhm.
She buys 5 little metal tins of a mystery substance, some glass bottles, some glass vials, all of which have the sort of leather wrap around so that they don't shatter.
Nice.
And she gets more rope because I feel like we had rope at some point and I don't have it. So now we have rope because I have a grappling hook that I had in my bag with no rope.
You're just going around with a trolley, just fucking.
We're
Yeah.
in IKEA.
Yes.
We're in IKEA. Tokki and Wrath are trying to
You're
look at
sharing.
things,
I'm
and
just
she's
holding
like,
things.
"No."
I'm power walked.
Yeah. Yes.
She's piling stuff in her arms.
Literally, she's got one of the maps and one of those little pencils, and she's walking around. And Tokki and Wrath are just like, oh, those are nice. Oh, should we list it on that bed? And Wraith is just like, we've got to fucking get to
do
the
not
market
have
store.
time.
Like, we haven't. Yeah.
We have 4 hours, people.
It took us 45 minutes to walk it.
Yep. She
I've
also
never
buys.
seen her so productive before.
Rude.
I'm joking.
Wrath's like, whoa.
She ducks into like a little metal workshop. She comes out with a padlock and a key. She ducks off into a magic store. She comes out with another cube. Slightly larger cube.
It's me trying to guess what you're buying.
And that's all she does. But she it takes her a while. She's bouncing back and forth.
I love it.
Okay. And she ducks into a general goods store and buys some bottles of alcohol and treats to be named at a later date. A bakery. She
Perfect.
stops at a bakery.
Tiny Tots. Fantastic. So
What are
other than
you
that,
planning for?
Every eventuality.
Jesus!
Never pays to be prepared, brother. What practical goods do you have in your backpack, huh? I know for a fact you've got stuff to make a bond. Don't lie to me. I knew you were going to do this.
You know that. It's
We
private
share 'em.
information.
Your backpack's always available for snooping.
Gosh! Getting a padlock for my backpack. I trusted you.
As if
You
a padlock
invaded
would
my
be out.
privacy.
No, I wouldn't. Hush.
I have 2 bombs. Yes. A bag of sand.
Why do you
And
have a
that's
bag of
about
sand?
I don't know. I looked at my inventory this morning and saw Wrath had a bag of sand. I was like, fucking fab, mate.
classic.
Amazing. Cool.
Wonderful. Knives, more knives, a dagger, many clothes, which you borrow, okay?
This is true.
But you know, you're the prepared one.
Well,
I just live
clearly.
dog life. It's fine. Tokki, what have you got going on? Are you shopping?
I don't think there's much I want, really. I think I'm just carrying the bags.
Oh.
They probably stop at a cafe at some point. Shopping break.
Mhm.
And Wraith will carefully repack everything into her rucksack.
Nice.
Like camping style. It slots
Important.
into place.
Perfect.
She knows every
Yes.
pocket.
Good stuff. Good stuff. What'd you do with the IKEA bag?
I will put it in my bag of bags.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good to
It
go.
would be useful sometimes.
Oh yeah. Incredible.
Makeshift tent if we wanted it. If you curled up
Yeah,
small
or a
enough.
tarp. Get
Yep.
some water.
Yeah.
Useful. Perfect. So, anything else people want to do? I'd say now it's pretty much midday, I'm gonna say at this point, after all that. Alanis, Harvey, separately, what do you want to be doing?
I think I would wander around a little bit and then
Sorry, no one was speaking and I interrupted you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I would just and then go find the others and not say anything. It's kind of
Find us as we're
decide out.
repacking the backpack.
Yeah.
It's not gonna fit, Wraith.
You watch, Tokki. You watch. Been doing this for many a year now.
Have you got a magical backpack? Like it's bigger on the inside.
I wish I had a magical backpack. We should get one of those to be extra
should.
prepared.
What are you foreseeing happening?
Everything, anything.
Are you not telling me something?
Who knows when people could catch up to us, brother?
True, true. That's what I have the bombs for, you know.
Yeah, but we might need to be a bit more canny than that.
Okay, okay. Your job. Nice. Alright. I'll handle the explosives, it's fine.
Okay. I fear for us, but okay.
I'm still alive, you know.
Barely.
Yeah.
Okay, it was one time. Let it go, Tokki, it's fine.
So speaking of Tokki and I mutually keeping you alive, I was wondering, brother, perhaps you
Bonding.
can help.
Mm.
If during these travels,
Mm.
you've mentioned wanting to learn Infernal, Tokki.
Yeah, so I could. Well, that was mostly so I could read your book, but I don't
Okay.
particularly want to know what you're saying to your husband anymore. So,
I mean,
Wrath side
oh,
yeah, hey, always good to learn new things.
I am tired of hearing conversations that I cannot understand in various languages at different times. I wondered if perhaps we could do a trade of language lessons while we travel.
Be up for. I mean, I've never taught anyone, but I'll give it a go.
You
I've
mean
never
in
taught anyone
enough
languages. I've taught them, other things.
You can tell us about
Oh,
the saints in a foreign
Tokki!
language.
Sorry, what was that, Wraith? I was distracted by your brother.
You'll clamp
We'll
his mouth.
return to what
I'm gonna clamp my hand over my brother's mouth. I said. You can teach us about the saints in foreign languages,
Yeah. Perfect.
and I can teach you.
What languages do you want to? Well, I've got my book for calligraphy, but I'm admittedly
That's
quite
going
bad at
so
it.
well.
So, yeah. Okay. Fine. What languages do you want to learn?
What languages can you speak again?
I can speak Elvish, Dwarvish, Draconic, Sylvan, and Common. Obviously, you can also speak Common.
Let me get back to you on that. I want to look at the OG guide of languages and where they're.
It's on
spoken.
Roll20 as well, I'll bring it up.
Yeah. Thank you.
Boop-a-doo,
I was about to hunt it down.
There you are.
Amazing. Thank you.
No worries. Oi. Alanis comes in, orders herself a hot chocolate, doesn't say anything else.
Alanis, how you doing? It's a beautiful day,
Howdy.
isn't it?
Never been better.
You look wonderful today, I've just got to say.
Thank you so much. So do you. You look really well rested.
I mean, I did a face mask
Just
last night.
glowing this morning.
Oh, you too! Thank you! Come join us! Come on, come on. I don't know what we're doing. Wraith is still packing.
I finished packing. I'm just.
Oh! Okay, she's done. Tokki, what are you teaching other people?
Oh, like at uni, I teach some seminars sometimes
Oh.
Professor
to make some
Flitzen
extra
is
money.
me.
Yeah.
Where's
yeah.
the parade?
I insight check that.
Ooh. Yeah.
We've entered a new era of Alanis who doesn't trust anyone.
Oh!
Anyone.
Yes!
Everyone's a
Yes.
liar.
It's a dirty 20.
Ooh!
Very good. Yeah, Tokki teaches some seminars.
Alanis is shaking. It's a fake!
Is vibrating with rage.
Completely new information.
How dare you never tell me?
Yeah, how dare he's never mentioned this before.
Fantastic. Harvey, what are you up to?
Harvey is probably gonna have a little cry. It's been a very difficult 12 hours.
Honestly, yeah.
Honestly, yeah, not an ideal chaser to last night's news. He's gonna make hopefully, well, it is questionable, but hopefully not a terrible decision. He's just gonna go straight to Drift's place.
Legend? Yeah, of course. Excellent. Yeah, you get there, and I know you said that you were sort of wanting to ask around, learn any more information that you possibly can. You get there, it's...
I am here, sorry, my mouse is about to die, so I'm hunting down
no.
a cable.
Oh
but
no,
my
that's it.
earphones are on my head.
That's alright, as long as you can hear, that's all good. Yes, you get to drifts, and yeah, it's sort of I think as busy as it always is, it seems to be kind of dead, but then you look in the shadows and there's people just sort of chilling in various corners, talking to each other. Drift is there, Drift is at the bar, doesn't immediately notice you when you walk in, kind of he's serving someone else. And yeah, what would you like to do?
I don't know what the time is. Probably too early for a red wine, but he's gonna get a red wine.
Nice, yeah. It's midday, I'll say. So
That's
same
all
time as
right.
when these guys are in the cafe.
Perfect time for a red wine. And I think to start, he's just he'll just take a seat by himself and just try and eavesdrop and see if he can get an idea of anyone who may be talking about the right thing.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, it'd be like 7 silver pieces, let's say, for the wine. And as you order it, Drift is kind of like, oh, I didn't expect to see you again so soon. I got the impression that you were leaving.
Yeah, we have a couple of hours until our caravan, so I thought I'd get a drink because I really need one, and see if I can't. I know that you said that you didn't have a lot of information, but some of your shining clientele might, so.
Of course. Just yeah, but if you need me, just shout. And yeah, and you sit down, drinking your wine. Do you sort of like deliberately kind of eavesdrop what people are talking about, or are you sort of looking to see who you might approach?
I think actively eavesdropping, like
Yeah.
kind of try and get snippets of as many conversations as possible.
Nice one.
Because if these people are underground, or any links to the right families, or any mentions, I might be able to sidle up.
Yes. Roll me a perception check in that case.
Mm-hmm. Don't let me down. That's a non-nat 20.
Brilliant. Non-nat 20. You, kind of sitting on your own, kind of managed to make yourself sort of, I'd say sort of like unnoticeable. You sort of sometimes will make a thing of like moving around. Like the inn isn't big, like it is only one room, but it is sort of a little bit separated into two, just with a little divider. But you, when you've sort of listened to one table, deemed it not very helpful, you sort of tune into someone else, and you hear all sorts of things, people gossiping, people are talking about the fire, because it only happened kind of recently. I'd say it takes you, let's see, that's a D12, isn't going to help. It takes you a little while, maybe sort of like half an hour from when you start sort of listening to people to hear anything that might be like in any way helpful to you, and it kind of is around someone talking about a friend that they have who's starting a new job on sort of one of the like rift pathways around Caldetil, and they're talking about the sort of people that like travel through there, and you hear them mention that they saw a couple of interesting people seeming to want to make like not a speedy exit from the capital, but leaving definitely without much luggage, and they kind of like look around and sort of grin at each other and then sort of don't really say too much more.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be brave enough to actually go up to them. So might hold fire for the others.
Fair enough. Cool. So are the rest of you coming to join at Drifts?
I think so.
Mhm.
If we can get there and back to the caravans in time.
Yeah, I'll say you can. It'll be tight, but yeah.
Unpacked.
Yeah, I'll say by the time you kind of get there, it's like just gone. One, maybe. It works. So yeah, you look up and you see the rest of the party kind of walk into the
I'll
bar.
buy my booze from Drifts.
Nice, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'll wave them over.
Did you do any shopping? We had quite a haul.
No, I did. I came straight here. What did you get?
What didn't I get? And she'll run through the list again.
Nice.
Just pat her very not over full looking backpack. So expertly packed that it looks like there's still more room.
Do we have enough food? I haven't been thinking about it.
It's included in the travel. And
Oh, of course it is. Yeah.
sidebar, Lauren says we don't need to worry about rations.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
It's cheap as boring.
Yeah.
Rations and ammunition, it is what it is.
Learn anything good? She'll say in a low tone.
There's someone over there who's seen, I assume, Lynn, and I cannot for the life of me commit this other sister's name to my brain, Cascata. Near the rift pathways, trying to get out, but I didn't get much more than that.
Can I try tune into their conversation now?
Yes, the two that Harvey has pointed out.
Yeah.
You can, of course, roll me a perception check, please.
Of course. That's not the right dice. Oh, it's good. It's a 24.
Amazing. Yeah. So, yeah, you hear them. They seem to at this point have like moved on from what Harvey's told you. It's been a little minute, and
Yeah.
they're just talking about, I don't know, books they've read recently. Like, have you seen the latest play, murder mystery play? Yeah, I have. Not as good as their last one. That sort of thing.
Right. Well, if they've left the city, then I suppose there's not much left for us to do. Here, at least.
No. If they went through the rifts, they could be anywhere.
We can chase that thread later.
Yeah. Are you
Harvey,
going to get anything?
we
Mhm.
will chase that thread later.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Were we going to get any what?
Were you going to get anything, or should we head back to the caravan?
Oh, I'll swing by the bar. Say hi to Drift. Hi. Thank you so much for the papers. They've been very helpful.
Of course. Have you opened them yet?
Yes.
You can open them if you would like to. I've done my homework now.
Okay, I think I probably would have opened them before this point.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah. So one. Oh, sorry.
go for it.
One says that rifts to hell are being used to smuggle goods that have been harder to access than usual, and they're only rifts to hell that aren't official rift pathways. So ones that are usually more like dangerous, or maybe go through a like dukedom or circle who don't like want to work with Lipari officials. So people have been using those as smuggling routes. Drifters found out. And then you also learn that hellhounds have been spotted at Ethan 07, which is a rift to hell, which is on the Rushin-Zapreus border.
Do I know who has hellhounds?
Literally anyone. Like, it's
or-
sort of, not anyone, but like, it's one of those things where if you have a lot of soul currency, you can
Yeah.
summon them. You wouldn't be able to, but your brother would, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Let's
Sorry.
fucking go!
Your
I was
soul
about to ask,
currency.
do I have one?
Your soul currency is
It's real low.
it's like -10. Like
Yep.
it's kind of owned by different people.
If anything, I am the currency.
Very much so. Very much so.
Yep.
How many hellhounds do I have? Because I'm about to name them.
As many as you like. It's sort of, I imagine it's a sort of thing where you like summon them, you conjure them, like the souls that
Oh,
you
fuck
have.
yeah, baby.
It's sort of like a part of your like essence in hell, and you can sort of use that to create. I'd say you can't do it on the material plane, but I'm sorry, but when you're in hell, you're able to like summon them there. Only because I'm not about to give you hellhounds. As cute as that would be. But I'd say one that you have, one that you have your familiar, so he can kind of be a sort of, you know, subsection of that, however you want to flavour
Like
it.
hellhound.
It's a hellish wolf.
Exactly.
I like to
Yeah,
think
hell wolf.
that all the different circles, or like the people with enough soul currency to have hellhounds, all their dogs be like different breeds.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Definitely. I like that. Yes. I was typing. I'll be back in 2 seconds, and then you wanted to talk to me. But I'll be literally just 2 seconds.
You can name one of mine, sister. It's fine.
I will. I think I have. I don't know what it
Okay.
is at the moment, but I will think of something.
Ah, okay. Oh.
Oh, I know. I probably would have named one like let's say a hellish swear word for like asshole or something. 'Cause
Nice.
he always
I like
like
that.
choose my favorite socks,
Mhm,
or tries
mhm.
to like playfully bite me when I get into bed, that sort of thing.
Yep.
So
Okay.
I would have one called asshole,
That makes sense.
or like dickhead or something.
The name changes.
Yeah.
It's just an insult. It's always an insult.
Yeah.
Love it.
Precious.
Excellent. So,
So yeah,
What
these
else? Yeah.
papers have been very useful.
yes. Good. I am glad there's not too much I could have found out. The smuggling stuff is what I do, and then, you know, I just asked if people had anything to do with hell. I have no idea.
I appreciate it all the same.
Of course.
Can I purchase some alcohols
Yeah, of course you can. no
for the
problem.
incoming journey?
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome.
Shall go like
oh.
spirits, because you can get less size in the backpack.
Yeah, no, of course, that's a good.
More
shout.
drunk, less bottle.
Yes. Cool. So, it's getting to be about when you need to head back to the caravans. Is there anything else anyone wants to do? If at any point on like your journey, you're like, oh, I wish I bought this thing because I want to do this, I want to learn this, just let me know and we'll work it out. It's not that deep. But yes. So are you heading back?
How long is the journey meant to take us again?
3.5 days, and then 4 days after that.
What was the first bit? I didn't hear you.
3.5 days.
3.5. Okay, that's fine.
It
About.
is a bit. It can change depending on like how well the journey goes. So like it could be anywhere from. It's 175 miles to travel between here and Allende Prados, and you could travel anywhere between 25 and 75 miles a day. 25 is like if a lot of stuff goes wrong. So yeah. Allende Prados. Bugger. Yeah.
I've only
Yes.
just thought of this,
Mm.
and we can message about it, and based on what you just said. But could Wrath go looking for some wizard armor, if such a thing
Oh
exists?
yeah, no, of course, yeah. If you send me the sort of thing that you're looking for,
Anything that helps my AC.
Yeah.
Even by one.
Okay,
I don't
cool, yeah.
mind.
Like a cloak or a ring or an amulet or like
Mm.
actual armor that isn't going to be impacted by your proficiency. Yeah, that's no worries. Yeah, I'll have a think between sessions.
I'll have a look.
Yeah, or if
Or
you
look at
literally
magic shop.
if you like find something that you're like, yep, I'll have that. Just let me know and I'll yeah.
Thank you.
It might be like kind of expensive.
I'm prepared to sell some of my belongings. It's okay.
That's fair. We'll work it out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Your bag of sand.
It's very expensive stuff.
Yeah.
I think everywhere we've gone, Rast picks up like a pinch of sand off the beach.
That's cute.
Or the desert.
That's really
Off the
sweet.
riverbed. It's just so
That's cute.
Aww. Yes, I love it. Cool. So, are you heading to the caravans? Nice one. So you get there just a little bit before 2. And the lady that you agreed everything with, Pastora, she kind of waves you over and sort of like thanks you for getting there on time. As a reminder, she's going to pay you 10 gold a day, depending on how long the journey is, with a minimum of 30 and a cap of 80. And yeah, it hits 2 o'clock, and the wagons start rolling out of Caldatil, starting on your journey, headed west. So as part of your little convoy, you've got kind of 2 sort of wagons or like caravans loaded up with like goods that they're transporting. It's Steady Obart's shipping company that you're working with now. And then there's also kind of a longer caravan that's sort of like the sleeping kind of quarters. Nothing too exciting, like bunk beds basically. And then, there's like sleeping materials and stuff as well. People sleep outside, depending on the size of people traveling with them. And then there's a kind of 4th caravan, which is a bit smaller, that kind of carries like all the goods, or not the goods, but like the like stores basically that the company travel with themselves, like repair things and stuff like that, and then the food and everything. And there are also a few other travelers joining. So there's a family, 2 adults and a young daughter. There's a kind of youngish looking guy, and then there is also who seem to be sort of like in high spirits. They start off kind of like trying to race the caravan, and then once they can no longer keep up, they jump on with everyone and kind of sit on the roof of one of them. They appear to be a more mature adventuring party, like in the sense that they've been doing this longer than you guys have. And they seem, you kind of watch them and you see almost maybe what you could become one day yourselves as a group, potentially, if no more secrets get in the way. But yes, and there's also other members of the convoy that work, like the crew, I guess. But yeah, so the journey starts and you're travelling on these like large roads, loads of other caravans and people travelling by horseback, taking things to and from the capital city of Caldetta. You're mainly going through like rainforest, like lush rainforest that you've been in for the past few days now. And like I say, riding with the convoy will shorten the otherwise 7-day walk to Ayendigrados. But I'm going to ask you guys to roll every day to see how well things go on the road, and then how much time you save or lose. So as a like comparison, you would usually travel, I can't fucking remember now, what does it say on the home screen? 25 miles walking. And the slowest you would go in the caravan, it would be 25 miles. The average would be double that, so 50. You at no point will go less than 25, but you could get it up to a little bit more. So this is just going to be a straight roll of a d20. So who wants to roll for day 1 to see how it goes?
I'll do it.
Nice, go
Yeah,
for
you
it.
do it.
Amazing.
What was it on the table? It was a 10.
A 10. Nice one. So you today, as everything's kind of starting off, and it is, to be fair, a shorter day than like the rest of them. You're starting at 2 rather in the afternoon. So you kind of really only travel like half the time you would normally. And this, however, when you're starting off, there appears to be like straight away almost like a traffic jam. Like there seems to have been sort of like an overturned wagon only like 40 minutes into your journey that you have to sort of wait patiently while people sort out and move on. you know, it's like as you kind of travel a little bit further out of Caldetil, even though you know, it's like quite a, you know, highly visited and well traveled part of the country, the roads seem to be like not very well maintained, and people who are like driving the caravans have to take their time a little bit more. There are also some kind of reasonably strong winds start to pick up a little bit as well. People have to stop a few times, like tie things down. Not awful, nothing that slows you down too much, but kind of a less than optimal journey, you would say, today. And you travel about 40 miles today, and you kind of travel making up for the time in Lost not traveling until the afternoon. You sort of travel into the night a fair bit, so it would be sort of like 9 p.m, nearing 10 by the time you stop. Usually it would be sort of not too long after sunset, or after dusk, but yeah, you kind of pull over into a little campsite, sort of like you stayed in. Wrath didn't when you met the fortune tellers. You know, Pastora handles all the sort of like logistics in terms of like you know, booking like, I don't know, a stay for the caravans and stuff, exchanging money and everything. You see there's like a golden dragonborn who seems to be like talking to Pastora, kind of, and then goes off, sorts some more things out for her. So at any point during this day, between 2 and like 10 p.m, if there's anything anyone wanted to do, talk about, study, think about, the entire day is yours.
Were we walking or were we like sitting?
You would have been riding, yeah.
Riding. Okay. Tokki would like to write in his new notebook.
Amazing. Anything you want to share, or you're just sort of?
No, it's not written yet. He's writing a little diary, but it's not written yet.
Cute.
But he's doing that.
Love it. I love it. Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite pleasant. You sort of have to put it away a little bit when those winds pick up, because it's just sort of flicking all the pages everywhere. But yeah,
He's using the pen that Wraith got him from when we terrorized Hobbycraft.
I mean, he was just a dick, so.
And he's doing his best to do his cursive, but it's not very good.
Oh.
Wraith every now and again like lean over and like tweak the angle that Tokki's writing.
Tokki's like not letting you see what he's writing.
Okay, never mind. I'm not trying to look.
To be fair,
you need to bend the angle more.
I think he's writing in Sylvan, so I don't think he's like, she can't read what I'm writing, so he leaves it.
To get the letter, you need to angle that nib.
Well, it's hard when the caravan is jolting all the time.
You know what they say about people who blame their tweets?
They're usually right.
No. Wraith will turn back to her book because she's been spending the last. She's got 8 hours left of her jewelry proficiency guide.
Mhm.
Have we been on the road for 8 hours?
You have. I'd say you probably would have managed 6.
Cool. That's what Wraith's done all afternoon.
Love it. Anybody else?
I have a book with 49 hours left, and given that Harvey's probably not saying much of anything, I'll read as much of that as possible. If you just, how many hours can I get?
Yeah, so you can do 6 as well.
Oh, lovely.
Bro. Alanis, Wrath?
There's a book I
I'm
want
honest.
to read. Sorry, you go first.
I don't know, you go.
It's just a book I want to read, so I need to find the title of the book. It's somewhere in my notes. But yeah, if I read the book, how many hours would I get?
It would be. Everyone would get 6.
Fabulous, thank you.
Right, Alanis will be writing in her diary.
Nice.
She's very furiously writing. Every so often looks up, glares at Harvey and starts writing again.
I was picturing her glaring into like the middle distance, but no, just straight at Harvey.
Fairly straight at Harvey. Oh dear. Gorgeous. Excellent. So, yes. So you all spend the day reading or writing. Very relaxing. And yeah, you camp for the night. It's expected of you as sort of like the guards of this expedition to guard overnight. And so yes, if you want to sort out kind of how you're doing like watches and things.
Right, pair off, people.
I think Tokki will take first watch. No, actually, Tokki will take last watch because he wants to get up early.
I'll take first watch.
Cool. Is anyone doing it with Alanis or just you?
Do I?
I think she'll probably just expect to do it by herself, but if
Fair.
anyone wants to join her, she's not gonna
What were
complain.
you gonna say? Rat.
Has the party seen the glaring, or is it very subtle?
No, she's not being subtle. She's being very obvious.
Rathner's like, just he almost signs up to do watch, but it's like, no, I should be a good person. I'll leave it.
Don't be a good person.
It's tempting. No.
Rafe will take the midnight shift.
Cool. Yes, if you want to roll a perception check for me, please, Alanis.
"23.
Nice one. It's pretty quiet. All good. There seems to be a bunch of people that other people in the campsite that like don't settle down till like way into sort of the early hours of the morning, like way after the Wraith comes and like takes over. But yeah, you complete your like 4-hour shift and you can go and get your 4 hours and have the rest of the morning to yourself. Wraith, what you doing? Who else is doing it with you, if anyone is?
If anyone wants to, they are welcome to join me, but no one has to.
I'll join you if no one else is. Unless you want me to bugger off. Enough of it.
I never want you to bugger off again. Please just stay right there.
Okay. I paused.
Wraith
I don't
will
know.
throw one of her new blankets over Rath's shoulders.
Oh, thank you. What have you got all these things for? What are you preparing for? Like, why have you got a padlock?
It's just good to be prepared.
Okay. Are you worried about something?
I'm worried about many things. None of them I can fix at the moment.
True.
So Wraith will sit on watch, and then as she's like on watch, she'll just practice using her lock picks without looking at them. She's looking out into the darkness, but just playing with the lock picks in the lock.
Nice one. Roll
Not
a,
to try and boost anything, but
no, of course not. Roll a like lock picking check. So your sorry, I can't speak. Dex plus proficiency.
Guidance. No.
what's our proficiency again at the moment? +2.
Yeah, +2.
Thank you. It's not that great. It's a 14.
Yeah, it's you do alright. You kind
To
of
do lock. I'm tired.
yeah, no, exactly. Like no, but like 14 is a good roll. You're kind of like, oh, maybe I'm getting used to this new lock or whatever, but you start sort of like then trying to do it upside down, and that's when you're like, no, this is more challenging. And yeah, you kind of realize that maybe the skill of being able to do it without looking isn't as daunting as you thought it might have been. You can't see the lock inside of the locks when you're doing it anyway, and you realize how much of it relied on the tension you felt through the lockpicks. So you're pretty happy with yourself.
Nice.
Love it. Love it. Could both of you roll perception or someone roll with advantage for me?
Yours is probably better.
Of course I can. Can I use my passive perception? Just kidding, just kidding. Yeah, I've got a +6.
Yeah,
Nice.
yours is way better.
Ooh. That's a 16.
Nice one. Yeah, it's again quiet through the night. You kind of hear the child that's traveling with you wake up a few times in the night, and the parents sort of have to soothe them. But yeah, nothing that you would be overly concerned with. Kind of, you're at a campsite. It's pretty safe around here.
Right. Come on, wake up, Flitzen, and then we're going to bed. Tokki! I'll like kick the flap of the tent.
Yeah,
Or the caravan.
coming.
I'll knock on the
Don't
bed. Bunk.
Don't need to kick me.
You, I kicked the foot of the bed.
Everything alright?
Clear night.
Sounds good. See you in the morning.
It's already morning. I shall crawl into bed.
So pedantic.
I've made myself yawn.
Love
The
it.
rest of us are psychopaths, 'cause not one of us yawned with you.
Oh yeah.
That's big enough for all of us.
Are you up to anything on your watch, Chucky?
No, I think I'm keeping an eye out.
Nice.
Don't want to risk getting distracted.
Of course, so focused. Roll me your perception check, please.
Is a 12.
Yeah, nice. It's difficult because it's dark, but the sun at the end of your shift kind of starts to rise. People start to wake up. You kind of stay there as is, and you see a few of the kind of rest of the crew in the caravan. Like in particular, there's kind of like a tall female like half orc with sort of like kind of a pale bluish purple skin. She kind of gets up first. Starts pulling out some maps and just checking some routes, and like smiles to you and waves, but doesn't like try to make conversation if you don't. And yeah, and then by the end of your watch, everyone else is up.
I'm making tea when
Love
everyone
it.
gets up.
Cute. What tea are you making?
Such a good question. I have so many. I'll try one of my other ones. I forgot what it was. The not orchid one that I got sent. The Earl Grey, I think.
Nice. Cute. I
Oh
thought
no,
it was-
rose and lavender. That's
Yeah,
what I'm making.
That's it. Gorge. So yeah, as everyone wakes up, or Alanis, you sort of join everyone else. Yeah, Tokki has made tea for you all at the start of your second day.
Right, will like reach over Tokki's shoulder, pluck a mug. Like, yup.
Everyone's very chatty this morning.
It's nice to be on the road again. I was getting twitchy.
Hmm.
Too many people knew our name.
Well, if you will go around introducing yourself to everyone.
Well, I didn't really introduce myself as myself. Not that I do anyway most of the time.
No.
It's not comfortable when everyone knows your name. Alliances, I'm learning, are very important.
Yes, well, they've worked very well for me and my brother.
Yeah, well, I can't say that I really enjoyed having my name in the paper like I thought I would.
Professor Flitzen has such a ring to it, though.
It
Wouldn't
does.
you agree, brother?
You've got to get used to the fame, Tokki. It's
I
coming
mean, you're already taking lectures. I mean, you're there already.
for you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think I maybe might have sort of dropped out, so
Fun.
You what?
I don't know. I sent a letter saying that I was going to take a break, and then I spoke to Valeria, and I'm not sure that it's actually that easy to take a break. So I might just not go to uni anymore. I don't know. I'm waiting for the consequences to catch up to me.
Oh, aren't we all?
Let you all know how it
Yeah.
goes.
Who's coming after you? Your lecturers?
Well, probably a very disappointed letter from my lecturer, yeah. Telling me that, I'm not welcome back.
Would you want to go back?
Yeah, I mean, it's what I planned. I don't know, I guess this is more important, but I always thought I'd just be here for a couple of weeks, and I think it's going to take a lot longer.
Interesting.
And here I thought you were going to leave us in a few short weeks.
Doesn't seem that way, does it?
Yes, well, the quest for Galen waits for no man.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Other
both
people talking. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Rafe will sip her tea, and I've actually decided I'm not going to say anything. She's just going to look insightfully at Harvey and Alanis being frosty at each other and just keep drinking her tea. And that's all. Yep, done.
Yeah, you two see her do this.
Cool.
Well, he's not gonna do anything about it.
No. Nice. Okey doke. Yeah. And that's breakfast.
Yeah.
So start of the second day. So you travelled 40 miles yesterday, you've got 135 to go. Who would like to roll for day 2?
Tokki, Dropout, Flitzen, let's go. Come on.
Tokki, drop out.
Yes.
This might be worse than Professor, I don't
He's
know
such
yet.
a bad boy now.
Professor
Tokki.
Tokki drops
I'm
out.
so into it.
Is it just a straight roll? I don't add anything?
Yes. Yeah, just a straight
17.
roll. Nice.
Dropping out suits me.
It really does, Tokki. You look great today.
It's all the Galen gear.
17, nice. That's one of the highest.
He does not wear it all at the same time. He's like, this makes me look like Ilfa.
Yeah. Amazing. So that is one of the highest rolls you can get. And today you wake up, those winds seem to have blown away. It's fair weather the whole day. And by a kind of almost not stroke of luck, because they worked for it, but the half-orc that seems to be doing the navigating kind of found a sort of shorter route off of the main road. It means travelling through a kind of patch of woodland, but it does mean that you'll be able to save quite a big chunk or shave a lot of time off of your journey. So again, what are people doing today? We'll say for the morning, so you've got 4 hours. What are you doing? We'll say if you set off at 7. Sorry, that's just me doing maths. Yeah. We've got 5 hours.
You want to do
Great.
some languages, Rafe? Oh.
I would love to do some languages. Can I do 2
I will
hours to
join.
finish my book and then 3 hours worth of languages?
Of course. Tokki will do 2 hours, seems like a really long time, but Tokki will do 2 hours of calligraphy practice.
So I could do that. Do that weekly. Note taking.
And then we'll do 3 hours of Dwarvish, I said, didn't I, with Rafe?
Good.
Can I join in on the language learning?
That's cute.
He's doing a little lecture.
Aww.
See, you're employed again for.
It's a purely trade transaction.
Mm-hmm. What language are we learning?
Dwarvish.
Cool. So yeah, 3 hours, right? Spent on learning languages.
Yeah.
Yes. So because you're learning it with Professor Flitzen, you get it to learn it at twice the rate. So you actually get 6 hours towards
Nice.
with learning the language. But let's just see. So Tokki, could you roll me a intelligence check for me?
Of course.
And then Wrath and Wraith, actually, could you roll me one as well?
Oh no. My brother's gonna show me
So
up. So hard.
that is a 13 from
Okay.
Tokki.
Okay, nice.
That's a 12 from Ray.
Okay.
23. Let's fucking
Ooh,
go.
nice. So yeah, Tokki, you're kind of like, it takes you a while to sort of get back into it. Like you've been teaching for what, a year or so now, maybe year and a bit.
A year and a half.
Yeah. And it's a little bit different. Smaller class size for sure, but then you sort of remember like growing up teaching your younger siblings Sylvan, like especially those that didn't grow up in the Feywild, and it kind of comes back to you a little bit, and yeah, you spend 3 hours teaching. So yeah, Wraith, you learn 6, but then Wrath, you learn 7. You can take in a little bit more with the high intelligence roll. Yes. What are the other two doing?
5 hours of reading my book, I suppose.
Love it. Love it.
Harvey's like, I will never talk to anyone again if I don't talk to them.
Nothing
I
can go
can't
wrong if I
upset them."
never ever interact with another human being.
Bucky and Wrath still don't know.
No.
They're
No,
just
yeah.
like, the vibes are weird,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna say
Right.
anything. Harvey started crying, left,
Yeah.
then sort of seemed a bit not quite as bad the next day, went to chat with Alanis and has not said a word since.
Has not
Yep.
recovered.
It's been almost 24 hours of silence.
Alanis is gonna go see if she can help with like the navigating or like leading the caravan through, because
Cool.
experience.
Yeah, definitely. I love that. So yeah, you walk over to the navigator. This very tall, kind of like maybe 7 foot tall half orc. With it's almost this like dusky blue purple skin, kind of shaved side of one head with kind of short hair, kind of flopping on one side over their head, and she's sitting on one of the caravans, kind of looking through some maps, seems to be writing some stuff down, taking some measurements, got a compass, and yeah, we'll sort of look up and kind of smile shyly at you as you come over.
I don't want to be a imposition, but I just wanted to offer my services for navigation or scouting or any sort of help you might need. My clan travels a lot through woods, so
Oh, yes, that would be good to have someone to help. I'm Elmira. By the way, you're Alanis, right? Is that right?
Alanis.
Cool.
Yes, we're heading north.
Yes.
So is everyone in the caravan? Yeah,
Yes.
that's the point of
Yes, we
traveling
are.
together.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Well, I mean, I've kind of got today's route done, but I mean, and she kind of like opens the map and says, "Well, I'm hoping that we can kind of camp here," and she sort of describes the like alternative route that she's taken, and the more she kind of talks about her work, the like more confident she becomes, and every now and then she'll sort of look up, like catch your eye, and then like look back down again, and seems most of the time to be just like talking directly to the map, and kind of showed it to you, and says, "I suppose like we don't know this area too much, so if you could, I don't know, just make sure that everything's fine, and I don't know, scout, well, not scout, like you don't have to go too far, but just, I guess, make sure there's nothing too bad coming up. I mean, it's not like we're just going through forest, but there's paths and roads and stuff, but I mean, yeah,
you never know what sort of frogs are hiding in those trees.
No, yeah, no. Yeah, frogs.
Yeah. Yeah. Frogs. Anyway, happy to help.
Oh, that's yeah. Great. Well, you're welcome to stay here. And I can maybe go through tomorrow's route with you if you have maybe any suggestions or something.
Of course, yeah.
Great. And Jesse's kind of like still just talks only to the map, but she kind of is grinning, and kind of starts to point it out to you. You're in this like small offshoot patch of woodland at the moment that's part of this like huge forest, and they tell you about the kind of the druids that sort of live around here, and then point and sort of at the mountains that you see like way far in the distance, but that's eventually where you're traveling to. And yeah, you sit there kind of travelling with her in kind of friendly, awkward silence for a little bit until eventually it's kind of time to stop for lunch. And one of the people who's travelling with the caravan has been described as a very good cook. And so she is kind of whipping up all sorts of stuff that you maybe wouldn't expect on the road. Sort of like, I don't know, cold platters almost kind of makes like a little buffet situation. Like nothing like, extravagant or anything, and stuff that can be cleaned away easily, but I don't know, maybe more like sandwiches rather than like grabbing stuff from like a bag of rations, or just like eating, like hardened meats or something, or a stew. Kind of nice stuff. And so yeah, she kind of like serves all that. And just as you're kind of getting ready to sort of take off again, hit the road again, you see the lady, the person that's been cooking your lunch, kind of looks around and kind of is like, Nalka, has anyone seen Nalka? And she kind of looks around concerned and sort of looks over to her wife and says, Helene, have you seen, where's Helka? And they kind of look around.
Who are you looking for?
Alka, our daughter, the little girl. She was playing around, but since I don't know where she's gone. And you see now she's kind of starting to like panic a little bit, and starts like shouting.
It's fine. I'm sure she just wandered off. We'll look for her. Can I cast? Let me remember how it works. Yes, the spell I have, Find Child, because I have so many younger brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Can I cast Elevated Sight?
Yeah, of course
Please?
you can. Yeah.
Like, so I can do it in a spot up to 120 feet above me, but I reckon I only want to do it like. Are we still in? We're in woodland, aren't we?
Yes, you are. Yeah.
I want to do it sort of just below the tree, like the top of the tree, so I can still kind of see underneath it. If
Yes, of course.
possible, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, it's kind of your first time casting this spell. And you kind of close your eyes instinctively to sort of focus. But then as you close them, you almost get a little bit of like, I don't know, motion sickness, as you feel something just behind your eyes be like yanked out of you almost and fly upwards. And if anyone's kind of looking at Tokki, they'll notice that he kind of stumbles a little bit. And it's odd, it's weird. It's almost like when you're playing like virtual reality games and you're like in there with the goggles and stuff, and it's like you're not moving but you are, and it's a bit weird. And you all of a sudden can see almost from like a bird's eye view like the forest around you. So you see all the caravans, you see the road ahead, you see your party, you see these two parents kind of looking worried, kind of now kind of running around kind of where you've been having your lunch. And if you'd like to roll a investigation check for me, please.
That is a dirty 20.
Nice one. Yes, so you see you're kind of at first not too sure what to look for. It's all a little bit unfamiliar. But you start to look for like movement in the trees around you rather than like centering on like a specific child. And you eventually see there's a kind of movement of like bushes yeah, it's kind of like branches moving as if someone's sort of running through them, and seems to be heading kind of towards a clearing, like not too far away from where you are, like out of like visible eyesight, but yeah, you kind of managed to spot this.
I can switch to looking through my own eyes.
Mm.
So I will do that. Everyone's. Tokki fully was like, we'll look for the missing child, and everyone's standing in a circle around him. Saying nonsense. I will go look over where I saw it with my own eyes.
Amazing. Yeah, it's sort of like maybe a 5-10 minute walk into the trees to kind of get there, but you kind of head off in that direction.
Okay, I'm going this way. Anyone who wants to actually be helpful can come with me.
Sassy. I'll go with Tokki.
Rat's like holding your wrist at this point.
I can walk myself, Rat. Come on. This child better be okay.
Ray's gonna hang back with Harvey.
Harvey will go, might just trail behind.
Rafe will trail next to Harvey then.
Nice.
Alanis, I think Tokki needs help. Can you help me at the front?
Yeah, I'm going with Tokki, and I will grab one of his hands and lead it down.
We've got you, brother. We've got you.
How lucky that I have such caring friends.
Aren't you just so lucky? You'll hear from several meters behind you.
Yeah, what are the two lingering behind doing?
I still keeping an eye out. Just covering their back, I guess.
Pretty much looking around the forest, seeing what we can see.
Mhm.
None of us are elves, we can't see what our elf eyes see.
Nice.
Alanis, what do your elf eyes see?
What do my elf eyes see? Lots of
Mm.
trees, baby.
Yeah, lots of trees. Yes, if you would like to kind of take a look and see kind of where Tokki's leading you, you can do, I don't know, survival, nature, investigation, perception, whatever you kind of feel makes sense for what you're trying to do, and then just sort of explain it to me. If anyone does want to.
Sorry, what was that?
To like roll a check to kind of see like what's going on.
Rafe is looking for tracks that are not ours. She's looking for small tracks.
Nice, I think that would be survival.
Cool. It's a 15.
Nice, yeah, you it's pretty clear to see like these woods haven't really been walked in a while, and maybe some rain passed through recently, it's a bit muddy, and you do see some like child-sized tracks. They seem to be sort of like moving in an odd direction, like a few footsteps this way, a few steps another way. Every now and then the footsteps look a little bit like odd, but yeah.
Is she following something? Tokki, you're going the wrong way!
Okay, I turn around. Like, what's the right way?
I point them towards where the footsteps were staggering.
That's the way that you're going. It's sort of
I know,
like
I just really wanted to wind Tokki up.
Right. So the way that I was walking.
Well, you were looking in a different direction. With your massive, massive eyes.
Them prey eyes.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. So after a little bit, you all arrive kind of near this clearing, and Wraith, you hear it first, then Alanis. A sort of, you hear like a child's laughter from up ahead of you, and sort of this. You can't really make out the words, but it kind of sounds like a child talking to someone, laughing, having fun, kind of like screams of joy, sort of like wee sort of things. But then you hear like one sort of loud scream, and it changes from I'm having fun to I need help. And I think Wraith, you hear a sort of slithering sound, a sound of like twigs cracking, or snapping, a sound of like the rustling of dead leaves up ahead in this clearing. And you see as well, actually, sorry, I should have said this when you, Tokki, were doing the eye thing, but you see like around this clearing, there's a few trees that are unusual. Like it's spring, trees are either like kind of dead or green, but you see there are a few trees that have like, their leaves have changed to like pinks and purples. And Tokki, roll me a history check.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
This instantly reminds you of home, like home, like the Feywild.
Oh.
These trees, you would have seen as like a child, but then when going back to visit your grandmother, the trees are like Lapari trees, but the colour of the leaves you definitely would have seen in some parts of the Feywild.
Weird. I think as soon as I hear screaming, I am running
Nice.
in the direction of it.
Yeah, I'll say you all hear the scream. It's loud. It's louder than the laughs and the talking. And so yeah, you run off in direction of the screams. What are the rest of you doing?
Follow.
For hell's
follow.
sake.
Follow.
Yeah,
Mhm.
follow.
Nice.
Could never just meet
Cool. So you arrive in this clearing, and you see kind of trees, shrubs, and then in between these two things, Darrigan and Deluvia Vile, you see the kid Helka. Or Nelka, rather, that you've been traveling with, and she seems to be, she's like 10, maybe 15 foot up in the air. These two trees, they're like kind of orangey, peachy one, and then the pink one, their branches seem to have sort of like moved, and almost wrapped their branches around her and pulled her up, and her legs are kind of kicking, and then even as you watch, it's like she's being sort of not pulled into the tree, but it's as if the trees are trying to kind of pull them closer towards her, towards their trunks, and then you see more branches come down and cover her, and then you spot these two kind of brightly coloured small kind of creatures flying around, and they kind of leave like a trail of kind of almost light behind them, and sort of everywhere they move and things they touch turn this colour of the Feywild trees, and they end up kind of perched on branches near the little girl who's kind of kicking her legs. Yes, I will put you guys on the map because of this.
Well, you may get to practice your Sylvan after all, Tokki.
If they speak. Well, actually, I don't. You're the one that. Wait, no, you're not learning anything. I'm like, I speak Sylvan fluently.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to practice.
Oh, maybe out of touch.
But yes, what are you doing as you kind of rush in? Like, what's your sort of first... What's your take on the situation, I suppose?
Tokki probably gets there first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think. Concern? I think Tokki's immediately trying to talk to Nelka.
Mm-hmm.
Is that her name? just to be like, "Are you okay? Don't worry. Can you get down?"
Yeah. You see as she kind of runs in, she like recognizes you, and she's like, I can't get down, I'm stuck, they lifted me up, and I can't get down.
It's alright, get you down, don't worry.
What are other people doing? And you kind of like, Tokki, I don't know if you'd have like walked forward to talk to her, if you stayed there, up to you.
Yeah, I'll have gone the full. There.
Yeah, nice. As you kind of get a little bit closer, those two things that are flittering around kind of stop, and like where they've kind of landed on branches, they kind of hop down a few more branches, almost like crows, kind of looking at you inquisitively. And she kind of like tries to reach out a hand, but it gets like stuck in a branch, and she's kind of like reaching. She's like, I really can't get down. But the rest of you arrive, and you see this.
Wraith's gonna slink back into sort of this tree line
Mm-hmm.
and stealth.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Nice.
she'll stealth up.
Cool. Hold a second there. What's other people doing?
I'll just go up to Tokki's side, like here.
Nice.
Harvey was going to take. Sorry.
You go.
Oh, thank you. Oh God, Christ. Take the same approach as Wraith, but kind of this way, if you can, through.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
The kind of patch
Yeah,
here.
move to kind of where you first like put the thingy, which was like I think here, and then roll your stealth for me. Alanis.
Alanis was going to move up with Tokki and Raph just a little bit back,
Yep. Nice.
and then call out to the creatures and say in Sylvan, maybe let the girl go. You seem to have caught her up in something.
Nice. If you say it in Sylvan, only you hear back, and you hear two voices echoing around your mind. In replying in Sylvan, and there's something about the voices that kind of like nags at a part of you, and they kind of seem to they say, we didn't mean to. We don't know why they've caught her. We were just playing.
So check that.
Yeah, go for it, please do.
It's a 19.
Nice. You kind of get a sense of urgency in these voices, that like a little bit of panic, and you also like the thing that was kind of like nagging at you, and then the fact they said they were playing, like these are children's voices. Whatever these things are, they're young, as well. As you kind of get this sense of panic, Wraith and Harvey, where you kind of walked into the like shrubs and undergrowth to kind of sneak your way round, both of you almost at the same time notice movement behind you, and you turn around and see two trees begin to start moving, and they both slam down on you as you come pretty much walking right over their roots, and both of you
Oh no!
yeah, you guys just
dear.
good positions. You did that on your own. And
Yay, us!
I was like, oh, I'm gonna be sneaky for once. Me and Wraith, let's go.
Yeah, we're
yay.
gonna
As this tree, just at both of you, will just slam down on you, getting advantage. So this is on Harvey. So Harvey, the one to get you is a 16.
Yes, it hits. I'm gonna silvery barbs it.
Oh, okay. How does silvery barbs work? What's the like requirements?
So it's a reaction that I can take when a creature I see within 60 feet of myself succeeds on an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw. Magically distract the triggering creature. You must re-roll your d20 and use the lower roll.
Okay.
And then I can choose someone or myself to get some advantage situations.
Nice. Cool. So it doesn't say anything about languages or anything. And needing to speak and stuff. It's just you distract it in a non-verbal way.
Opponent, it's verbal, but it's just
But the
it
thing
says
doesn't-
magically distract the.
Yeah, cool.
It's nothing
yeah.
here.
So you do like a coin trick. You're like, look over here. And
Yeah.
yeah. So I'll roll it again.
Please roll lower.
Oh, it was higher. Sorry. Sorry. But you still get to give the advantage to someone, whoever you would like to, including yourself.
I'm gonna, given that I can see Wraith has also got fucked by a tree, I'm gonna give that to
Could you
Wraith.
roll me a perception check to see if you can see Wraith?
Yeah.
What a statement.
Wraith got fucked by a tree.
Wraith got fucked.
I think
by
that's
a
the
tree.
session title.
Oh,
It's
no.
that or Tokki Dropout Flitzen, isn't it?
No.
22.
You do see Wraith, so you can give her the
So you get advantage on your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw that you make within the next minute.
Thanks, pal.
So there we go. So that one hits. I'll roll damage in a sec. But Wraith, the one to hit you is a 14 to hit.
Miss.
Nice. So Harvey, you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage. As this tree just almost like just bends over, slams down on you, and like just absolutely not great. And yeah, I don't know if anyone has it on, but you don't have obviously the temporary hit points for sleep in and in because you didn't. I can't remember. I didn't check that when I pulled you over. But yeah. Could everyone please now roll initiative for me?
Harvey, I've realised by you giving me the advantage, it means I can sneak attack.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Love you, pal.
Oh yeah. I might take this opportunity, this initiative opportunity to go and pee.
Go for your life.
I'm just gonna add myself.
Hold on, give it a sec. I'm just clearing the. Oh. Sorry.
I'll be right back.
What did you get, Eleanor?
I got 10.
10, thank you.
Cool.
Tokki, your initiative's crazy.
Ah, I'm 25.
Yeah.
25? I can't even
Fuck.
physically get that.
No, me neither.
But it's like, it's so rare that I want to be first in initiative.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to do. I'd love to see other people for inspiration.
Tokki's like, let me heal or back someone up. And you're like,
Yeah. It's so rare that there's clearly someone who's being antagonistic that we need to hit. Like, it's
Yeah.
so always like, well, this is, maybe we could get out of this a different way, and I just never know what to do in that situation.
talk at him.
Is it obvious that they don't speak common at this point, given that everyone's been speaking in Sylvan?
Well, Alanis is speaking Sylvan, but only
Yeah.
Alanis.
As far as you know, there's been no reply.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to be like, oh, they're just kids before the trees started hitting.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and it was only in Alanis's head that they spoke back to her. So, like, you wouldn't have heard anything. As far as you know, Alanis spoke to them and then they didn't say anything.
I wonder how many trees there are.
In a forest. Oh,
Yeah, there's gonna be a few.
good, another good one. I
Jesus
wonder how many
Christ.
trees there are in a forest.
Okay, well,
All the quotes today.
I walked into that one.
Izzy, now our times have changed. What's the situation on your end?
The situation today is that I can stay for the full session.
Ooh.
The situation is next week is that we'll go out of daylight savings, so then
Cool.
I'll start joining at 8.
So you'll be 8 till
Okay.
10 instead.
Yeah.
Nice one. Cool. Excellent. Good to know. Thank you very much. Cool. Okay. So, Tokki, you are talking kind of to Nelka in the tree, and as you are talking, you hear like 2 loud crashes behind you, and you turn around and see these 2 trees kind of at the entrance to the clearing, kind of like thrashing around, branches just sort of like waving madly, kind of knocking over small trees in the vicinity as they do. And you hear an owl, probably from Harvey. What are you up to?
Ow.
I was gonna do something because I was like, I don't think Tokki's gonna realise that this happened, but he has. Do the trees? Oh, I've got cramp.
Ooh.
Do the trees look the same as these trees where Nelka is kind of up in the air?
God, I've not thought about it. Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So he's probably not going to jump in a tree then, which was my initial plan. I think first things first, I will cast Shield of Faith on Nelka.
Sorry, can I change my answer? They look.
Yep.
You don't know. They look like the rest of the trees around them. They're like green leaf trees. Yeah, the ones that slammed these 2.
Yeah.
So the trees that slammed us are green leafed.
Normal trees.
Normal trees. Okay.
Except not normal trees.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've not got pink and purple leaves like the ones on the map. It seems to be like
Like the ones. Okay.
That's just their token.
Anything that's more concerning. And she's stuck like in the trees, like there.
Yeah.
She's like webbed in.
Yeah, it's like those 2 trees have sort of like made it, then seem now to be making a sort of like woven cage almost, that she's like in now.
How high up was it?
15 feet.
I only have 2. Yeah, can I rabbit hop 10 feet into the air to a branch that's like just below the one where she is?
Of course you can. Yeah, absolutely. So feel free to like, move yourself to sort of the tree you want to be in.
Yeah. So I guess I would go 5.
I'll write on the map where she
10. Oh yeah. That's where I am.
That's way too big, but sure.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll go like 5, 10, and then I'll jump 10 feet there, and then can I try, because that's a bonus action.
Yep.
And then can I try to scramble up? Would that be an action, or would that be the rest of my movement?
It would be movement, and it would be half movement, to try and scramble up, the remaining 5 foot, so it'd be 10 foot for you.
Okay.
And then you would need to do an athletics check, to see if anything bad happens. You can do it, but if you roll poorly, you may fall out of the tree.
He's fallen out of many a tree.
Oh. He's like flashbacks.
He does have a +2. Athletics, you said, not acrobatics.
Athletics, please.
Athletics, yeah. Okay.
Climbing.
Cool.
Go on, you're a tough bunny.
I sure am. No, Tokki wouldn't do something to help himself. He would do something to help.
Aw.
That is a 9.
A 9.
Not
there's a
graceful.
moment where you're like, I'm gonna fall out this fucking tree, because you try and scramble up and pull yourself, and it's sort of like you have to kind of do a pull-up on another branch, and there's a moment when you're like, I'm not fucking strong enough for this, and you kind of kick out with your leg. Luckily, you find purchase on one of your legs, on sort of just like a branch that's sort of parallel to where you're trying to climb up to, and you manage to sort of catch yourself, scramble up, and you end up kind of on this thicker branch, that kind of ends with this cage that Nelka is in.
Okay, and then I would love to. As I was about to say, I was like, maybe not a good idea to just swing your sword at something where the child's right there. So maybe I'm gonna. But the dagger's so bad. No, Tokki's gonna very carefully swing his sword at the cage to
Cool.
try and like.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Try and
yeah,
see if he can like cut some away and free her.
yeah. Roll me just roll me an attack with your sword.
The 19.
Yeah, I suppose it hits. So could you roll me and like damage on the tree?
Yep. 14.
Nice. So you see, as you kind of very carefully try and sort of hack away at the cage that she's in, you kind of make a little hole at the back, that you're like, maybe she could kind of start to slip through there. And you do get the impression that like you're weakening this cage, but it might take a little bit more to get her free.
Okay. That is everything I could possibly do.
Nice. Perfect. So now it is, how do you say this, do you think? Dara...
Rain?
Derain? Yeah, Derain. Yeah, Derain. I can't remember what it means anymore. Derain is gonna just be watching you, Tokki, and will sort of fly up and be on the other side of the cage looking at you. And you see now it's kind of this little, not bird-like creature. It kind of has like some scales down the back of its neck, this kind of long feathers on the back of its head, and the wings almost like butterfly in nature, in this like pink color that seems to match the trees around it now, and kind of flits around, looking at her, looking at you, but doesn't seem to do anything else for the moment. Right, it will be Wraith's turn, but I just remember there's something I've forgotten to do, so give me a second. It might take me a little sec, so I don't know if you want to think out loud.
What is Wraith?
I'd love to know what Wraith is going to do, because it will affect what Harvey does.
So no one's attacked any of the trees?
Mm.
No. Amazing. Great.
Mm.
Cool. Does my silvery barb just last one round?
What an excellent question. Bear with me. So you have advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw that you make within 1 minute.
Okay. I don't wanna do. I mean, I'm just gonna do what Wraith would do. In this situation, Steph has learnt from the error of Penny's ways. Wraith hasn't. not that one actually.
Okay. Right. So. Cool. Okay. Yes. Sorry about that. Right. So Wraith, as you begin to kind of start doing whatever it is you're gonna do, movement out of the corner of your eye catches your attention, and you see kind of shambling out from like towards the river this huge creature just made of vines, and just shambling down upon you. You see its shadow kind of encroach over you, as this enormous creature appears and bears down on you.
Oh, good, excellent.
You hear the sound of the vines it's made out of, like along the surface of the floor, the forest floor, and it like reminds you of that slithering noise that you heard initially before you even kind of went into here. And it is gonna it notices you immediately, and is gonna move over to you, and so that it's here, I think. Is that what it's gonna do? Yeah, sure. And it is going to, one of its like tendrils is going to flick out and try to attack you. With a probably not 10 to hit.
Miss.
Nice. It is then going to try and do exactly that again, and gets a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Nice. So as this like slaps across you almost, you take
Silvery barbs.
sure.
Yay!
Yes, of course. Sorry, roll it again.
Sorry, I should have said it earlier, but I was eating.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Yes, that is it misses basically, that one.
Oh, thanks, brother.
Who are you giving the advantage to, April?
Wraith already has advantage, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed like 5 minutes. What happened to Tokki? Is Tokki now grappled?
No, Tokki's just in the tree.
I'm in the tree.
Tokki! Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you give Harvey advantage, he gets stealth attacks.
Yeah, I'll give Harvey advantage. I don't know if Tokki's trying to
That's good.
negotiate with the trees.
Oh,
He hit the cage with his sword.
Well, fuck me. What
a form of
is that?
negotiation.
Excellent, cool. So this thing is now going to rise up over you, Wraith, and just like bear down on you. It's going to like grab you with so many of these tendrils. Could you please make a strength saving throw for me?
Oh, amazing. With advantage.
Yeah, sure.
Like, yeah, I'll let you have it. Oh, no, I'm not going to do this with advantage because I'm probably going to fail anyway.
You've
so
got
I can
advantage from the silver
I wanna
barbs.
save. Can I save my advantage, or it has to be the next one?
I have no idea. You have advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw you make, so I guess it does have to be this one.
That's fine. Thanks, pal. Okay, so one of them's a nat 1, and the other one is a 4.
Cool. So you fail, and so you are pulled into this thing's space. You now have the grappled condition. I'll move you because it's gotcha. Yeah, you now have the grappled condition, and you are blinded and you are restrained. So restrained is, speed is 0, Attacks against you have advantage. You have disadvantage on deck saves, and your attack rolls have disadvantage. And blind is just, you obviously can't see. As you're just pulled into this thing, and you feel like static energy like prickle all over your skin, and you get the sense that this thing is moving away with you. And that's grab the tree. I don't want to grab the tree, I just want to grab Wraith. Fine, I'll do it later. And it moves 2, 3, 4, 5 over here, taking you with it. Yes, and that is its go, and I'll add it to the turn now. And it is now your turn, Wraith. Blind and restrained, and taking at the start of your turn a lovely
Don't think it's lovely.
10 points of lightning damage.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Wraith, I don't know. This is sort of a April moment. This is an April idea. So, what would happen
Oh!
if I did a produce flame in my bundle?
In your what, sorry?
My little bundle. where
That
I'm
you're
trapped.
like grappled in. Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Mhm.
produce flame, usually to attack with it, you have to hurl it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm kind of just in it.
Yeah,
If I just light it on fire,
yeah.
could I maybe do something?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, so you're restrained. So your speed is 0. It implies you can still attack, but it would have disadvantage. Roll me an Arcana check, I think, to see if you can kind of manipulate the way this spell is used to sort of have it be almost a touch rather than a ranged. And I'd say the DC is 15.
I've got 3, so.
Unfortunately not. No, you can kind of, you start to almost try, and you just can't get like the arm movement, I'll say, to be able to fully produce this, to kind of get this bundle, probably without like hurting yourself is the kind of reasoning that you come to, the conclusion you come to.
I'd say probably Wraith being like bound up like this is starting to make her not think
Think completely
thing.
straight. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's starting to like panic a little bit, and her first thing is this fire, but she's not an arcane welder, and she's starting to have a moment.
It's a little bit like yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything? What are you up to then? What are you thinking?
Can I try get out?
Yeah, you for sure can. It is, you kind of see around you, like, you maybe would have space to sort of, like, try and force, like, the tendrils open, to sort of use your strength to kind of try and pull your way out of this. So it would be another strength save DC. I think, hold on, I think I'm reading this. It's written really weirdly. No, I am reading this wrong. And once again, I forget how. I always forget. Give me 2 seconds.
No worries, no worries.
So it would be your action. Yeah, it's athletics or acrobatics. So it's using your action to do that. It's not strength. To try and like wriggle yourself free because it's a grapple that you're trying to escape. Yeah.
In which case it's going to be her acrobatics.
Yes.
It's not having a very good day. It is a 9.
That doesn't succeed, unfortunately. You kind of try to move free, and you're sort of doing it, and then this thing, I'll say, starts to like move and pick up pace, and you're like jolted, and you like just lose the opportunity. You nearly kind of got out there, like people maybe see like your foot, and then it's kind of pulled back in as this thing kind of like, it almost like, because I say it doesn't really have legs, it almost like rolls over itself to move. And unfortunately, you are stuck.
Amplifies as Wraith adds to it in frustration.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Are you doing anything with your bonus?
I don't think so. I can't hide. I can't disengage. No. No, I can
Fair
do
enough.
none of these things. No,
That's alright. Cool.
that's me.
Yes, Wrath, it is your turn.
Okay. Sorry. What damage did it do to Wraith? What type of
10.
damage?
Lightning.
You aren't sure, I think.
Okay.
I think you probably... Roll me a perception check.
What's that? Oh, no, I don't know. It's 5 plus like 2. Yeah, 7.
Yeah, you maybe weren't facing the right direction by the time you kind of looked around. Maybe, because you didn't see this thing even grab her. You just see it move along and is moving around as far as you know to where Harvey is. You don't know.
Do I not know that it has her? Because she was over there and now she's gone.
I'd say with the perception that you just rolled, you're not, because you know your sister hides. It's quite common for you to not see where your sister is. I'd
fair,
say.
fair point. Okay.
Yeah. Which is maybe a bit mean, but I think in this one,
No,
because
sorry.
it's your sister,
Sorry.
because it's the
Yeah.
trees.
And I roll like shit, so I wouldn't know.
But yeah.
Like, what seems like the biggest threat here? What's there?
Roll me an insight check. I say this will be your
fuck
bonus.
me!
Oh, you've already done it.
Fuck me, Rust! Insight, did you say?
Yeah.
Fucking 5. I rolled a natural 3. My God.
It's hard for me to tell. Going on gut instinct, the biggest thing around here is the thing that's like the thing that you, April, knows has got your sister. Sanative.
I feel like he'd attack the biggest threat.
Mm-hmm.
But if
That's
you
what
don't
your
feel
gut-
like that's logical,
That's what
because
your gut
I'm
is
not
telling
trying to
you.
mess her at all.
No, of course
Yeah.
not. That's, I think, what your gut is telling you. You're, like, looking around, you're like, trees are moving, but, like, is it the whole fucking forest? Like, do I just attract a random fucking tree? Like, Tokki's up a tree, there's these 2 weird dragonfly creatures, and then this, like, massive walking, like, vine monster that's, like, very fucking big, has just walked up the trees, and you're like, that's a big thing, and it's moving, and it's heading for my mate Harvey, and I'm not 100% about it. So yeah, that I think is a logical thing for you to be like, gut instinct, I know nothing about this, I'm just going on vibes, I'm gonna go for that.
Right. He starts like prowling towards this thing and then lobs a 2nd level ray of sickness at it.
Ooh, very cool. Yeah, what's that all about? What do I have to do?
It's just a roll to attack.
Cool.
To like melee, not melee spell, but like I don't know what you call it. They don't make a save. I roll to attack.
Nice.
60 feet. All right. Oh, what's the bonus? Oh, the bonus is good.
Gagging in this mound.
22 to hit.
Nice. That
Would
hits,
I
yeah,
consider
yeah.
it flanked, given where Wraith is?
No.
Not that I would know.
No. Wraith is not a threat.
I'm always a threat.
I thought that was going to be a no. I thought I'd try. Alright.
I appreciate it.
3d8. Oh, that's good. Okay. 20 necrotic.
Ooh.
Oh, you do have to make a save. I am talking such shit. Sorry, I've never cast this spell before. I thought it was like one of those things that you just lob.
Yeah,
it had
a ray
bonus to hit.
implies. Oh.
Sorry.
Oh wait, read the whole thing. If it's got a bonus. to hit.
Oh no! I am so misinterpreted. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry. 1 sec.
No, dude, it's all good.
Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes. Oh. Okay. There's parts of this. It automatic does damage, so it does 20. Oh, it's the poison. I am talking shit. It's not good.
Obsessed with the roller coaster of this spell.
I'm never casting this spell again. This
No,
is fun.
dude, no.
20.
It sounds really
necrotic
good.
damage.
It does. It sounds great.
Yeah.
It's
very
necromancy
powerful spell.
spell, which is why I thought it was
Oh,
necromancy.
I see.
It's 20 necrotic damage, and then it makes a con save.
Sorry, so how much
15.
damage? Sorry, how much damage
20
and what type?
poison damage.
Okay,
20 poison damage.
Thank you so much.
And it makes a con save now, and if it
Yes.
fails, it's poisoned until the end of my next turn.
Perfect.
Sorry, my god. I need to read the
con.
full spell before I cast.
Ooh. 22 con
Fuck
save.
me. Okay, it ain't poison. It's fine.
Soz. Yeah.
Oh, it's tanky. Fuck me, the bar didn't go down much. Okay, well, shit.
Level 4 now, guys. Ooh.
Scary stuff.
That's really exciting.
Not like it's Hamlet.
But yes, you lob this thing at it, and Wraith, it's like you see some of its vines kind of shrivel a little bit and die, and this like horrible odor of like rotting leaves fills your nose around you. Anything else, April?
No. We're not at the level we can do bonus action cantrips.
Not
though.
yet.
No.
That's next level. Yeah.
Gotta cook some more. It's
Cannot
okay.
wait.
Nice.
Not that I
Cool.
could do anything. I could
Fair
queen
enough.
you for a bonus action. That's it.
Fair enough.
I don't think I should go any close to this thing. It's gonna fucking conk me.
Love it. Next up, it's Diluvial. We're gonna say, and they are gonna do very much the same thing as Durain did. Kind of flitter around Tokki, around Nelka. Quite fast moving. Alanis is your turn. Yeah. Wait. Sorry.
Yeah?
Sorry, I don't know. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So I will say, again, talk to the little fluttering thing, Insolvent, and be like, okay, we're gonna help. Just don't touch anything else.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna turn around because Tokki seems like he's got that situation under control, and there's a lot going on behind me.
He's
Nice.
trying to like saw with his sword,
Yeah, he's like
almost falling out the tree.
catching himself the last
Has
minute.
it? He has it. I don't know that Wraith is in there, and I can see there's something already trying to hit Harvey.
Solana's gonna help Harvey.
So her first instinct is to help Harvey.
Oh.
So that's what she will do. She'll. I'll cast Hunter's Mark
Ooh,
on
very cool.
the
Sanative.
They're
I'll move
very
you
odd.
this so we can see
whatever
it.
it is.
Oh no, sorry, the tree. Gotcha.
Yeah, the tree.
Yeah.
And then just try and shoot him.
Love it. Excellent. Yes, go for it.
It's a 10 to hit.
10 misses, I'm afraid.
Willow this shit.
Well, I tried.
That's on Harvey. I'm trying to put the hunter's mark on for you. There you go.
I'll be moving in a second if that will make it easier.
No, it's all good. There we go, did it. Right. So, yes, unfortunately that misses, I'm afraid. Are you doing anything else? That was your bonus action with the hunter's mark, wasn't it?
As bonus action, interaction. I'll stay where I am.
Nice.
I don't know where a good place to be is, and I feel like I'm far enough away from all immediate trees.
Love it. Out of the corner of your eye, just before you spin off, you've spoken to these two. You notice that they flap their wings as if about to launch off of the tree that they're currently sitting in. After you say don't touch anything, they kind of appear to almost being we'll get in the air. Harvey, it's your turn.
Get me out from under this tree. I am going to bonus action disengage.
Nice.
So that my butt over here.
Nice.
And then I've still got my advantage from wraths. thing. So what I'm gonna do is, because that will give me stealth attack, I'm gonna get my short bow of conflagration, and I am going to let off an arrow at this big vine boy.
Nice. Nice one.
So please do well. That's a 25 to hit.
That hits, yes.
Hell yeah. Right, now I've got to do all the different damage situation. Right, so that is 10 damage.
Mm-hmm. What kind of damage, please?
Piercing damage.
Okay, dokie.
Plus an additional 2 fire damage.
Okay, dokie.
Plus an additional... I don't like that d6, so let me down. Oh, 5 sneak attack damage.
Nice one. Excellent stuff. Brill. Anything else from you?
Unless he happens to be a flammable, non-magical object that catches fire, no.
Unfortunately not.
God
And
damn.
yeah, inside their wraith, things start getting hot. But
Right.
then the fire kind of seems to like fizzle and sizzle out, not burning you. Right. A lot's about to happen.
Oh.
Oh no.
I wouldn't have chosen
Fire.
it to be this way, so you're gonna have to fucking bear with. So, post-it note. First,
Guys, we're fucked.
first, Wrath, as you're like throwing this ray of sickness towards this big shambling creature of vines, out of the corner of your eye, a seemingly otherwise innocent shrub just rolls up towards you, and
Sup, little dude.
this little guy just rolls up towards you and is just gonna
Hello.
opens a mouth you didn't know it should have and just tries to bite you, and it's just thorns
Ow!
rather than teeth. It's just thorns dragging itself along your trying to get you along your arm, and
What is
otherwise
this?
he is just like a little dude. He's just like do ah
I was
and
friendly to you. I greeted you.
that's
Betrayed
with
me.
a 14 to hit you.
It hits because my
Oh, it
AC may as well not
hits.
exist.
Oh no. That's 2 points of slashing damage as this little guy comes up and thorn bites you. So this little guy gets a turn on the
Brother, come on.
initiative. With one of them.
Buys, man.
Yes, I don't know.
Bang.
I choose these fancy words and then I'm like, I can't fucking say that. Right, that's you. Cross you off the post-it. Then we've got up next Alanis. As you turn and you're like, oh, we're gonna attack the tree. The tree is a threat. We love the tree to attack it. A cute little shrub comes up behind you and tries to bite you. And tries to do that with a not good 10.
Misses.
There we go. And this guy has a... Who are you? Baldrick. Easy. You also have a 9. Baldrick after basement. Cross Baldrick off. Then we have her on the 8s. So, T is first in the alphabet. You... I know, we're on another one. Let me see what happens with this one.
I'm safe inside the bush.
Yeah, you're safe inside the bush.
Safest place to be.
You... Hold on. Yeah. You... Who? Harvey, Alanis, and Wrath, you hear behind you. Actually, no. Tokki. You hear a loud noise of cracking and crunching, and you turn around and you see a tree uprooting itself. and kind of these roots turn to almost legs, and it walks towards you. And I forgot to name this one. And comes over, and then with a very tall branch is going to try and hit you, trying to just sort of, you might fall out of the tree if this thing hits you. And so that is a not good 8.
Not gonna do it.
Love it. So unnamed tree, add to 10, also got a 9. So many low numbers for me on initiative today. Right, cross you off the list. Okay, now we have this one. Harvey, you look over to your right, and you see, you hear this noise of this tree uprooting itself, and you hear the same thing just to your right, as another tree pulls its roots out of the ground, and starts to walk over to you, and much like the other one did, will just slam down on you, this time with a not good 11 to hit you.
That misses.
There we go. And then we'll add you to the turn with a 8. That's a 9. That's a 9 still. 8. Cross off the list. Harvey, again behind you, you hear a kind of like you don't hear anything up until the moment when you feel the pain, and you turn around and you see this like tree guy, like not like a tree that is also a guy, like it's this almost like person that seems to be made out of wood with mushrooms covering them, moss growing off of their shoulders, off of their legs, and these 2 tiny yellow lights where a face would be, where eyes would be. Built into its body, it's got almost like a shield and a club, and it runs up and attacks you the first hit with advantage. Don't know that dice. That one's even worse. With a 13 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
That one doesn't hit. But the second one I think might, with a 25 to hit.
It might just.
And so this thing, I forgot it could do that. This thing,
Whatever it is, don't do it.
will hit you for 14 points of force damage, as this little dude comes scuttling up to you and just absolutely like whacks you, kind of in the back of the head. Whoop. And hits you. Add them to the turn, who got an 8. Then, are they going to do anything else though? They are gonna use some of their last movement to step sideways, step into the trunk of the tree that hit you, and just vanish. You don't know where. You can't see them, and just for now, I'll put them up there, and then wherever they have moved to, I will put them back on the map, and just completely vanish into the trunk of this tree. Next up, we have. Where are ya? Yeah. You've got. Sorry, I can't see the chat. You have Wrath. Another little shrub is gonna run up and try and bite you.
Fucking
How many fucking shrubs are in this
Where is the lawn maintenance in this fucking place?
Ooh, that's quite
They're
good.
good
With a
ones.
16 to hit you.
Oh, it hits. I mean, my
Yeah.
XC's 11, most of it's gonna hit.
Only 1 point of slashing damage as these thorns dig into you. This guy gets a turn order.
My guys, what is this?
With a 7. Okay. And then, lastly, Harvey, as you're like dealing from this guy having appeared, whacked you, disappear into a tree, and then you're like, what the fuck? You see you guessed it, a little shrub run up and just try and bite you. Runs up with a 10 to hit you.
Doesn't hit.
There we
Pump
go.
that little bastard across the clearing.
And that is all my friends. So you can get rid of that post-it note. Lord. Let me just. So we're on Harvey's turn. Boo, 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 boo. And then everyone's gone. They all did their little thing. Boo, 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 boo. Come on. And then it's Thyroid's turn. I'll have to catch up on the chat whenever I get a sec. So Thyroid, who is Hunter's marked, is also going to uproot themselves. And one, they go. We'll move up to here, and then. Let me just. Yeah, we'll move up to there. And no, we'll go up here, I'll say. And Alanis, you were the last one to attack it, and so a branch is going to shoot out and try to wallop you or slam
Didn't
you.
even hit it. That's so unfair.
Oh, that's true. That is true. But it does it all the same. I'm rolling bum. 8 to hit you.
No.
No. And then lastly, and then it's going to be Tucky's go. Triatic will also uproot themselves. Where they gotta go? 1, 2. Over to here, and then Wrath is gonna try and slam at you as well.
I'm just getting like.
Hey, 10 to hit you.
Oh, it misses by one!
Misses. So there we are. Tokki, it's your go.
You would love to look around at the madness that is happening behind him. And in Sylvan is just gonna yell loud as he can. Everyone calm down. We just want the little girl and then we'll be out of your foliage.
Amazing.
Then we'll leave.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Yours is better, Steph. Oh no. Oh, I don't think Tokki adds anything to the equation. It's a 6.
A 6. Roll me a insight check as well, please.
There's a
10.
Woodwoes on the map. Where'd he come from?
That's that
That's the
little
one
tree
that-
man
yeah.
that fucked me up and then left.
Yeah, he's not actually up there, but I just put him to the side.
Okay.
I think you're already too busy making puns.
Oh, sorry. I was on a roll. Like a log.
God's sake.
What was your insight? Sorry, Chloe.
10.
10. You say this and you don't notice any change. Unfortunately, that was your action.
Okay. I guess as a bonus action, I will cast Shield of Faith on Nelka.
Nice one. Good shout. Love that. Brilliant. Remind me again what that does.
She gets a +2 to her AC
Nice.
for 10 minutes.
Brilliant. I love it. Perfect. Is that your go?
Yeah. How big was the hole that I made in the thing?
It was. maybe like 3 foot, maybe. It's hard to tell, and it wasn't exactly a hole because like these things are constantly moving, constantly like wrapping their leaves and vine or branches around her over and over again. But we'll say about 3 foot.
Okay. If there's like space, I would like to put my hand out so that she can try and grab it.
Yes, yeah. I'd say there's probably space for that. You have to sort of be careful, and you might have to snatch it back a few times because the trees are trying to like constantly move around.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can reach your hand through.
Yeah, I will just put that out there so that if she wants to try and get out, she can use me for support.
Nice. Yeah, she instinctively like clutches your hand, and you can feel she's kind of trembling a little bit. Okay. Right, is Sanativ's go. So Sanativ is gonna continue to shimble shamble away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Over there. And that's the go. Is the little creatures thing again. Dorian's go is going to flick around, and no, unfortunately, Wraith, it is your go, and at the top of your turn, you're going to take 11 points of lightning damage for me, please.
God, about you know.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Sorry. Can I try and break free?
Absolutely you can, so acrobatics probably for me.
It's a 6.
Unfortunately, no, you still can't break free. You just keep trying, and this thing just keeps rolling. This time, you kind of get glimpses of going deeper and deeper into this dark undergrowth.
I can
And you
picture
just see the
Wraith like
clearing.
trying to stab with her daggers, but not getting
Just
any
try-
purchase.
absolutely,
Her wrists are
yeah.
caught and
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And you just see the clearing, like darkening as you roll further and further away.
I'm blind anyway.
Yeah, no, that's true. You can't see any of that. Wrath.
I'm like,
Your go.
it smells, it's hot, we're moving.
Yeah, literally, yep. Wrath, it is your go.
Do I still not really know that Wraith is getting dragged away?
Roll me a perception check.
Nat 20, finally.
Nice. Yes, I think at this point you've been looking around. You know it's been a little while since you've seen your sister. There's a lot of things moving around, a lot of trees moving around, and I think you glimpse one of her daggers trying to break free of this thing as it rolls away into the undergrowth.
Like, Tokki just said something in Sylvan which I don't understand.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Basically. Yeah, okay. I've lost my fucking spells. I don't know where they've gone. There we are. I feel like I know what's gonna happen and I'm gonna have to risk it. I know it's not gonna say. The wording of suggestion as a spell.
Okay.
I presume you have to speak common languages.
Read it out to me.
You suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two. There's about 3 paragraphs, so it wouldn't be
Okay.
And magically influence a creature you can see, yada yada yada. It can't be charmed. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to it. Must be worded in it doesn't specifically say about language.
It
Like
says,
dead, but I would assume that it has to be.
See, that can hear and understand you.
Oh fuck! I hadn't read that far either.
It's the first sentence.
Oh yeah, it's after you went blah blah blah.
Oh my god.
Blah, blah,
Okay,
blah.
yeah.
Don't worry
Blah blah
about
blah
it.
bit.
Okay, so I mean, it could be a risk. I don't know if it's worth it.
It would be a
Can't be
risk,
that
yeah.
difficult.
It would be
Be
up
like
to
the
you.
blah 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 matters.
Yeah, it would be up to you
This
to
is what I
decide
get
if you
for
want
my
to do that.
attention span being bad. No, I think it's not gonna work, and it's a second level. I don't wanna risk it. Can I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I can get there with full movement. If I got close to Wraith, could I try and help get her out of it?
I think so, yeah. It would be
Okay.
I think it would be your athletics check to try and pull her out.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take the attacks opportunity from.
Oof.
Yeah,
fine,
where
make
were
it
you?
2
Sorry,
and 1.
I didn't
I
see
would
you. I was looking at the
stick to
screen.
a
I was just down from line, so I'm gonna
Okay,
invoke
you were
like Batinage and Baseman.
Yeah.
I can put myself back where I was, that's it.
Thank you. Yeah.
So.
So you're running in that. Okay. Yeah. So you're running through. Yeah. Badnage and Baseman are both gonna try and get you. So this is the thingy bob. So that's a 13 off of Badnage.
Silvery barbs, and I give myself advantage.
Nice one. That one. Sorry, a 16. That one. After
Fine.
the silvery barbs. So
That's the advantage,
that
to be honest.
is 3 points of the thing.
Yeah.
Damage. But you have your advantage, which is good because you're about to try and help your sister actually. So that's actually a very good move. Wraith doesn't have advantage anymore. And then Baseman is going to try and get you as well with a 9.
That misses.
Okay, and then as well as you're moving along, Thyroid also is going to get into opportunity on you with a very long branch and with an 11.
That is my C.
Okay, so meets it or beats it.
I
So,
thought it was just the small bushes. I didn't think
no,
this
it's got a long
Okay.
branch. So, oh bloody hell. That is 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ah!
Holy shit! I'm almost.
And
Jesus
18 points of
Christ.
bludgeoning damage, but you make it
Me,
over to your
thank you, man.
sister.
Thank you. I thought it would be like a couple points. I'll be fine. I'm on 5 HP.
No, you were like, I'm gonna move. I'm like, don't move.
The bushes were fine. The bushes are doing 1 and 2
Oh,
at a time.
sorry.
I was like,
You'd also
Safe.
get one from Baldric as
Baldric.
well.
Yeah.
But Baldric got a 8.
I misses. Thank fuck. I'd probably be dead if he hadn't. Right. Well, I'm here.
Yeah.
And I'll try and break out. Not that you
Nice.
Grab my ankle.
I'm
Excellent.
here.
Yeah.
It's me.
Roll.
It's me. Don't worry.
Roll your athletics check with advantage, and it is a 14 DC, by the way.
Let's roll this dog shit. Let's go. 15 plus something.
Oh, amazing.
1.
As
16.
long as it's not. Nice, excellent. Brilliant. You managed to pull your sister free of this thing's grasp, and I'll put you there, Wraith. And you are no longer everything that you were. Not looking excellent, but free at last. Excellent. Anything else from you, Wrath? You've got a bonus.
I don't know where I have this from, but I have a health potion
Good.
in my inventory.
Good.
I would like to use it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very wise.
Please do.
Don't know where I got this thing from. What is it? A
Is it from the sisters in Pamswana?
Honestly, maybe.
All that time ago.
Yeah.
Rat's gone down so many
Big
times,
moment.
Brett refused to use his health potion.
Never got a chance to before.
Yeah. Ah.
8.
Nice one.
That's me.
That's great. Fantastic. It's 10 o'clock. It's gone 10 o'clock. So we will end the session there. I'll just stop the recording, but I just have one thing before people head off.